Hello and welcome to our session from Cryoport Systems. We're excited to be introducing our Cryoport Elite shipper. I'm Lindsay Belcher, Vice President of Business Development here in the Americas, and I'm excited to share with you today our Elite shipper. So let's get started. For those of you who are familiar with Cryoport, we started out as an engineering company. We work in a three-leg model, so our shippers are handled in leg 2 is where the commodity most often takes place. This allows us a ton of flexibility. We have the largest shipper fleet in the industry, and we've really partnered with our clients in the regenerative medicine space to see what their needs and requests have been, and we've grown our services to reflect that. We have a history of over 385,000 shipments through 150 plus countries, and we are the leading provider of advanced logistics solutions. We're currently supporting over 500 active clinical trials, including 69 phase 3 clinical trials. Our business is broken into 3 buckets of biopharma, animal health, and reproductive medicine. As you may recognize too, in our regenerative medicine space, we continue to grow with our clients and have seen revenue growth of 163% over the last 3 years. Here's a visual of that growth over the last 3 years, and you can see as we have increased the amount of clinical trials and support, that includes a commercial support of 7 commercial therapies. A lot of our learnings and partnerships have brought forward the services that we've offered, and we're excited and happy to be supporting not only the clinical trials, but the commercial therapies. It's been a great learning experience for all of us, and we consider ourselves partners in the space. Our platform is really quite simple. It's the trifecta of our packaging, our informatics, and our logistics expertise. So our express shippers are scientifically engineered. Our strong engineering background has led to our ability to bring unique and customized solutions to our clients, really looking to reduce the risk of shipping these very valuable products. A pinnacle of that offering is really our cloud-based Smart Pack 2 condition monitoring system, and it provides near real-time data for our clients and partners to see while in transit. And then obviously we have to make sure that we're using partners and our expertise to ensure that there's support for those shipments 24/7, 365, and that we're communicating with partners and being able to help the clients get to their destination in the most effective and efficient way. And what really makes Cryoport different is we offer something the industry doesn't have but desperately needs, which is fully integrated systems. We take those scientifically engineered shippers, we use rigorous processes of requalifying every single time the shippers come back in. We have near real-time monitoring and automated escalation alerts to prevent and look to prevent any in-transit issues. We have a comprehensive logistics with the history of information from previous shipments, but also partnerships throughout the industry. We have a consulting team that can assist with anything that our clients may need, including packaging, engineering, and in-transit validations, lane assessments, SOP writing, etc. We are also venturing into the bioservices space, so we will be providing storage, packaging and labeling, and kit manufacturing for our clients. And then again, I mentioned before, every single time the shippers come back in, there's a continuous requalification of those shippers to ensure that we have the most information regarding that shipper in those transit activities. So again, as I mentioned, the Cryoport Consulting Services, we offer a variety of different ways to support clients in the way that they need to be supported to prepare for either a intense, time-critical clinical product or commercial preparation. As you can see here, often our consulting is talking to our clients that are in the regenerative medicine space very early on. Preclinical phase 1 isn't uncommon because we know that commercial readiness can be really quite quick once phase 1 and phase 2 get started. So the ability to have Cryoport handle those needs outside of our clients who may not have the bandwidth is huge, huge for our clients, and opportunities to make things easier and more efficient. They also have, and very often are doing packaging and accessory designs. And that's one of the reasons that we brought this forward. So we have a current client who needed to ensure a robust and secure shipper solution, but they're shipping at a -80, which includes the dry ice. And so a lot of our clients have very high value, sensitive commodities and product that need to be held in a more secure location than a cardboard box. So when discussing this with our client, there was really no shipper available on the market that met their requirements. They were looking for consistent temperatures for longer than 4 days. They wanted the same access to real-time or near real-time temperature monitoring that they would get from our LN2 shippers or our C3 line, which is a 2 to 8 or controlled room temperature. And really, we wanted to ensure that we could meet the ISO guidelines, which really cover the general requirements for transportation and of cells for therapeutic use. So the client turned to Cryoport and looking for a custom solution. And this is our Elite shipper. It is a proprietary and scientifically designed and reusable shipper for high value commodities. The multi-use shipper is really aiming to sustain consistent temperatures while in transit. We have clients that are always interested in ensuring that their products can get from loading to unloading safely and able to do that without as little risk as possible. So this prevents accidental openings during the shock events with our latches and the real-time monitoring on the outside of the shipper. It will be available in 2 sizes, a 28 liter and a 56 liter. The 56 liter is intended for larger shipments, potentially bulk shipments, international shipments, movement of drug product or commercial product. And the custom designed payload accessory is really designed to reduce the commodity movement during transit as the dry ice sublimates. It also provides a gassing off feature so that as the dry ice sublimates, it is released from the shipper and creating less of an issue while in transit. You can't do this type of shipment with these high value commodities or drug products without a robust support system. And that's where our 24/7 365 plays a role in supporting our shipment and mitigating risk through automated escalation that would come from our Smart Pack 2, allowing our team to identify issues either in transit with handling or potential temperature risks. So the clients that we think will have the most value are our gene therapy partners, as well as our high value materials. Maybe it's viral vectors, potentially cell projects. So to show you the Elite shipper key features, let me walk you through some of the pictures here. We have nestled handles and protected latches. We are targeting 120 plus hours of hold time. The real-time temperature monitor display on the outside of the shipper. This is really unique to this offering because of its ability to have the real-time temperature monitor. Typically in the space, we've seen a cardboard box with a passive monitor, which would, at the end of the shipment, let you know that there had been some sort of temperature excursion. There's predetermined locations for shipping documents, both with our document holder on the top. There's also labels and pieces on the back for labeling. And as I mentioned before, there's hidden off gassing mechanisms so that as the dry ice sublimates, it allows the off gassing to occur. The dual action latches require pressing on both latches at the same time to really prevent accidental openings. And again, we're working on a custom payload insert, and it's been designed by our engineering team. The nice piece about the Cryoport Elite is that it will be pallet stackable. And we have an IP54 rated protection against intrusion, dust, accidental contact, and water. So why does this matter? It's because we know that when your dry ice shipments are going for a long enough time for international shipments, it's challenging. The concern is with re-icing and not having the visibility. The payload stabilization accessory is a decreased risk to the commodity by reducing that movement in transit. The dual latches are heavy-duty latches that are really meant to secure against any kind of accidental openings. The stacking at 90 degrees allows better storage at our operational facilities. And the shipper is also part of our advanced therapy shipper line, which guarantees that the shipper has never contained any non-human based materials and reducing or eliminating the possibility of cross-contamination. This meets the ISO 21973 standard and is something that is unique to Cryoport. The predetermined document storage locations are easy for you to store any kind of documents for the end user or any accessories. We've also done quite a bit of rigorous and independently tested shipping or testing on these shippers. And we also have a variety of different validated shipper qualification methods. As you can see here, the difference between the 28 liter and the 56 liter. And now I'm happy to present the Elite shipper and show you what pieces and components are in real time.
Hi, I'm here with the new Elite shipper from Cryoport. I'm excited to show you the pieces and components that we've been working on for this unique and proprietary shipper. So when we take a first look at it, we're going to go ahead and open our document holder, which is on the top of the shipper. You've got about 1.5 inches depth on being able to put your documents and any additional accessories, including our safe pack bags, our zip ties, in the components here. It's secured so that those documents are safe. And then on the front, you'll find the tamper-resistant opening for our Smart Pack 2. For those of you who know and have worked with Cryoport, our Smart Pack 2 is a unique offering where we talk about GPS, near live readings, temperature readings, internal, external temperature, shock, tilt, and all of that's contained and available through a link through your order with Cryoport. What we've added is a real-time temperature gauge at the top, so your teams who are packing out or moving product can see what the temperature is in real time. We have 2 very secure latches on the top to prevent any unnecessary tampering or safety in transit, including rough handling, so we want to make sure it can stay closed. The other piece that we have added too is the zip ties here that can be helped to zip tie to close the shipper or to keep it secure, so when it gets to its destination, you know that it hasn't been tampered with. Same here on the 2 sides within the pack out. There are 2 handles here that can handle either a serialized tag or a zip tie to ensure additional security. Our engineering and consulting teams have worked very hard on some proprietary pieces to enhance the offerings of the Elite shipper, including the pack out. So this is our top piece that would load the dry ice. And internally you'll find our standard drug product commodity package, or holder. And this can be customized or used with your pack out. Our consulting team and our engineering groups can also customize any kind of holder that you might need specifically to your product. We can also test and validate those lanes and handling. So keep that in mind. In the bottom, there's one more component that holds the dry ice underneath the holder, and we will include unloading and loading instructions for dry ice. We've got some internal paneling in here as well that maintains that temperature and has really been customized to the needs of the customers who need an Elite shipper. I can close it and hear the shipper close. I also have two sides of handles to pick up the Elite shipper. And then on the back we have a panel that would house any kind of shipping labels or things additional to the waybill that would go on top. So as you can see, the Elite shipper is really meeting a need that we saw in the industry, and from a variety of different solutions that we've worked through, I think offers any client who wants security in their shipment to see that here with our Elite shipper. So thanks for joining.